That was just so pretty. That was just so pretty. And I just needed that. It was just that relaxing music from a busy day. I really needed that. I hope it was just as satisfying to you to hear that intro as it was for me. And I want to welcome you on this wonderful Wednesday to Get to Know Bob, this amazing platform where we have some conversations with some amazing business owners, authors, musicians, entrepreneurs, creatives, you name it, we have it. Even kidpreneurs have been on. So keep them coming. We're excited about getting together quarter 2 as we are in the month of March and coming down on the end of Q1. And before I get deep into the segment, let me remind you, for those who don't know me and those who do, hey, I am Sonia Weaver. I am your host of Get to Know Bob, and I thank you for taking a moment to tune in with us this evening. I have some great news. I was told, yes, this today, that we have a new achievement. Okay, over 3,000 views. Thank you guys for your support. So, yes, the latest live stream performance for Get to Know Bob is 3,000 views, and we could not have done it without you. Thank you for your continued support. I really, truly appreciate it. Again, I do this every Wednesday. I really do enjoy the conversations that I have with my guests. Those who know me know I can be a bit of a chatterbox. So I do enjoy my Wednesday evening conversations and hearing about the phenomenal things that they are doing in and throughout the community. But most importantly, I just thrive off of making connections, connecting people to business owners for the services and the products of which they're seeking. And not just any business owners, but reputable business owners who happen to be Black business owners, so that we can begin to unite our dollars, kind of get them back going in our communities, right? Recirculation of those dollars within our community so we can then leverage our buying power. Why? So we can begin to promote restoration in our communities. That has been our principle from day one, and we are not deviating from that formula because we know it works. So thank you guys for watching. Thank you for sharing with other people. Keep on keeping on, making that reach further. I truly do thank you. Now, we do have an action-packed show. I'm telling you, I might have to be a ram in the bush tonight. Not sure. I'm hoping everything will work out because I have been really waiting for this conversation for some months now, and I don't want to be personally disappointed. So I don't want you guys to be disappointed either. But nonetheless, I still have so much information to share with you this evening. So let's get started. As you know, we always kick off with letting you know a little bit about what happened in and throughout our community. What are we shedding the spotlight on tonight's show as we begin to tell you about the Support 7 Bob Challenge? So here are some Bobs that I supported this past weekend. Yes, Good Measure nonprofit, if you recall, had their Your Future financial workshop on Saturday, March 11, and it was phenomenal. We had an opportunity to revisit some major topics that pertain to money management. Why do I say they're major? Because they're the foundation to how you're going to proceed with your financial wellness. And we did talk about that. Your relationship with money is a very important relationship. How you nurture it would definitely be how you get reciprocated from that relationship, just like any other. So we talked about, first and foremost, budgeting. Yes, that B word. It's a different B word, but it's just it's something that other people still don't like to hear. But yes, you have to budget sometimes. I would say all the time, really, even if you happen to be quote unquote financially well off, you want to stay that way, correct? So you want to make sure that you know where your money is going and where it's being allocated at. Then we also talked about credit. You know, that those sometimes go hand in hand. You know, and credit is important when it comes to those big financial purchases. So I know some people go by the motto: if it can't get into the budget for me to pay cash with, then I just go without, which is good when you're thinking about budget. But you have to have some credit established. We have people who have well off financial situations because they have been budgeting and saving and have no credit history, and therefore they find themselves still paying higher interest rates because they do not have credit. So we definitely want to make sure that we position ourselves financially. So that was a very good workshop to attend. Then I participated in Women's History Month, getting linked and joining women celebrating, well, I should say joining in the celebration of women and sharing their stories and hearing their stories. And here was a little bit of a clip of that afternoon. As you can see, women love getting linked. It is one of those things that is very difficult to explain. You have to experience it. It is truly about connections and walking away with that keepsake to remind you of that time shared. One thing that was discussed was the power of the word no. And it was definitely a very good discussion. We had so many that afternoon, or those afternoons, I should say. But that was one that really continued for a while because we as women, we struggle. Even talking about our stories, there are times within our stories where we want to say no, but for whatever reason, we end up saying yes, right? And then when we do say no, getting past the guilt. Why is there guilt? And wanting to then provide an explanation of the no. So, you know, no is a complete sentence, ladies. Let's remember that. We talked about self-care. The stories that were shared were like really inspiring and motivating from all ages. Definitely talked about being a single, mature woman. That was a really interesting story that led for some of those, and also talked about supporting spouses in sickness and in health. It was phenomenal weekend. Make sure you mark your calendar. I almost lost my train of thought. Make sure you mark your calendars because there are various upcoming linked events that you want to participate in, and each have a unique, I mean, if you attend one, you can attend another one because each one truly is unique. And in our Stay Connected segment, there is an upcoming event that you want to mark your calendars for and make sure that you attend. Then I had one other thing that I like stopped in on my way home, and that was going over to the distillery and supporting Boss Entertainment as they kicked off and had performances with, well, I should say conversations from none other than King Mellow Man himself. There was DJ Mr. Millennium, there was DJ Munchie that was there. It also had Mona Lisa Lyrics was there. And then, you know, I had a little bit of something to say too since I stopped by. But the event was to announce and celebrate the upcoming fundraising event that's going to be held at Legacy Hall for All for One and One for All, and featuring host Say the Baby. So more to come about that in our Stay Connected segment. Now, what did you do this weekend? We will have so many things that we're going to suggest for you to do coming up in our Stay Connected segment. But we talk about these things because we want to make sure that you have committed to take the pledge. And that is the Support 7 B.O.B pledge. Yes, support 7 Black-owned businesses every week so that we can make an impact within our community. You can support with your time, your talents, or just stop by like I did when I went to the distillery event, or you can support with your financial contributions. There's multiple ways for you to support, and we definitely need your support with all of the different endeavors that are happening. Hi, Mona. How are you this evening? Thank you for joining. Make sure you share. Now, as we progress on, we're going on to Deals with Bob's Deal of the Day. Deals with the Bob's Deal of the Day offering a free gift, and they will be free tickets. Yes, free tickets to All for One and One for All fundraiser. How do you get your free tickets? Quite simply, you would just follow 3 easy steps. Subscribe to our YouTube channel. Like and follow us on social media. We're on Facebook or on Instagram. And then share and tag. You're going to share 5 of our Get to Know Bob episodes on your social media. And then you're going to tag us. And while you're at it, tag 5 friends. You're going to send those pics of confirmation to info@dealswithbob. And the first person to complete the 3 steps will receive a free gift. You do not want to miss getting those tickets. We love giving things away. And yes, we gave away free tickets last show. And the winner of those tickets, we want to say congratulations and happy birthday to Miss Sharon Jones. Our featured nonprofit for this evening. Our featured nonprofit is Good Measure. Good Measure is enhancing the lives one measure at a time. Their mission is committed to helping facilitate change in our schools and our community by providing essential needs to low-income youth and their families, as well as provide financial resources and educational guidance to ensure they are aware of the best career choices that are available to them. They offer educational attainment, financial stability, life skills training, and healthy living. Let's connect our children by using current technology that is at our disposal. Equitable tech can potentially improve learning opportunities for children throughout the country that were previously underserved. Good Measure are giving our children a voice. And the founder of Good Measure's words are saying, we want the children in our community to know they can have a good future. Good Measure, Inc. wants them to keep dreaming and be encouraged to believe that success is achievable. To find out how you can help, please contact Good Measure at 734-383-2220. With all the work that Good Measure nonprofit is doing around our community, you can see why they are our featured nonprofit for the month of March. Our featured business for tonight's show is Divine Divas Designs. Let's take a moment to see what they do.
Yeah. La patrona la designer, pero mira como vaina, girl. La patrona la designer, pero mira como vaina, girl. La creo que te llevases. Ay, aquí competencia ya no hay. Nadie se...
Affordable fashion and customized items are always just a click away. Customer service and product quality are a part of our business core. We aim to dress those who also love understated comfort with a touch of nostalgic vibes fit for any occasion. Deals with Bob consumer members will receive 15% off Divine Diva Designs. Make sure you go over to our website at www.dealswithbob.com and join today as a consumer member. And speaking of our consumer members, here's our upcoming deals offered to you. Deals with Bob is offering 15% off premium services. Today's Smile is offering 50% off whitening. Mona Lisa's Lyrics is offering 15% off event packages. Woo, Women Helping Empower Winners is offering free registration or free consultation. And Phlebotomy Express Training Centers is offering 10% off their courses. If you are a business owner and you want to offer deals, discounts, giveaways, and rewards to our consumer members, please visit www.dealswithbob.com and join today. And business owners, make sure you join one of those annual packages so that your consumer membership will also be included. Now get your pen and your paper ready because we are about to stay connected and find out about all of the amazing events that are going on in and throughout our community. If you missed last week, you have an opportunity to go and visit our YouTube channel and check out the conversation that we had with Cheryl Shoemake. It was a great conversation and it is definitely worth a rewatch. Genesis PRC is looking for volunteers. If you want to support them, join now. Email apv@genesisprc.org. Boss Entertainment Group supports Mellow Meals every Monday and Tuesday and early Wednesdays and Thursdays. To reserve your meal or for more information, please go to 313-598-2000. Faith That Works Bible Study every Saturday for 6 weeks begins March 18th at 9 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. To register, go to stepmomsanity.com. Detroit Book City and Ford Motor Company Fund presents a free book fair family resource day, Saturday, March 18th, 11 a.m. to 2 p.m. Merchants Are Us and Divalicious Enterprise presents Business Shower 2023, Saturday, March 18th, from 1 p.m. to 5 p.m. The grand opening of D Loft's Commercial Kitchen. Come join them on Saturday, March 18th from 4 p.m. to 8 p.m. NABFEM Detroit, National Association of Black Female Executives, Music, and Entertainment. Bubbles and Bosses Mixer, Sunday, March 19th. Bubble Toast is at 5:30 p.m. The Amazing Woman Network Speak. Sorry, the Amazing Woman Speak podcast. Sorry. On March 19th at 7 p.m. with your hosts, Crystal Gunn and Michelle Harper. Topic, My Seat at the Table. Guest star Rayshawn Bumpers and Deanna Neely. National Reading Month. Detroit Book City, Book Up Literacy Day. Tuesday, March 21st from 11 a.m. to 4 p.m. Open House for True School on Tuesday, March 21st from 6:30 p.m. to 8:30 p.m. Wills and Trust. If you cannot make decisions for yourself, who will make them for you? And what will they decide? With Terrence Quinn on March 24th at 12 p.m. via Zoom. Women of Crew present Women with Purpose. How to use your personal powers without compromising your principles. March 25th from 10 a.m. to 1 p.m. Mona Lisa's Lyrics presents Detroit's own Sada Baby, a fundraiser for All for One and One for All, happening Saturday, March 25th from 2 p.m. to 6 p.m. at Legacy Hall and Banquet Center. The Laugh Foundation presents More Than the Eyes Can See. Come see Crystal P. like you've never seen her before. Doors open at 6 p.m. Show starts at 7 p.m. on Saturday, March 25th. The National Association of Negro Business and Professional Women's Club present Women's History Program, I Am My Sister, celebrating women who tell our stories, on March 26th at 4 p.m. Keynote speaker is yours truly, Sonia Weaver. Amazing Woman Speak podcast with your hosts, Crystal Gunn and Michelle Harper, on March 26th at 7 p.m. The topic, My Seat at the Table, with guests Tammy Turner and Carrie Buffington. That Girl and Detroit Pistons Motor City Community Fundraiser, connecting the community to our youth, on March 27th at Little Caesars Arena from 11 a.m. to 4 p.m. That Girl and Detroit Pistons will be honoring at the 4th annual Being That Girl Awards. Look at the plethora of amazing women that are going to be recipients of the award, and the presenters will be just as phenomenal. This is happening March 27th at the Detroit Pistons pregame show at Little Caesars Arena at 6 p.m. And yes, yours truly will be featured and receiving an award. So honored. Network to Network presents Creating Connections and Opportunities, a panel discussion and networking event, happening April 1st from 12 p.m. to 4 p.m. FWD Empire presents Black Vogue Runway Show, Sunday, April 2nd from 4 p.m. to 12 a.m. We Three Kings Community Outreach Outreach Inc. presents Easter Extravaganza Easter Egg Hunt and Kitty Disco on April 9th from 12 p.m. to 3 p.m. It's Friday night. You just got paid. Are you linked for financial success? Join Linked on Friday, April 21st from 6 p.m. to 8 p.m. featuring Crystal Gunn, connecting through conversations for financial success. Boss Entertainment and Mac Justice Enterprise present on April 29th. It is Real, coming soon to a theater near you. And Cheryl Shoemake will be speaking at Blended and Blessed speaker lineup on April 29th, 2023. Let us support you and your event by adding it to our Stay Connected segment. Visit www.dealswithbob.com and contact us today. So, let me look. Congratulations to Miss Jones. Oh, yes. Oh, Mona, she was the winner of our last week's giveaway tickets to the Linked event. So we're still looking for winners for the 25th. If on this show, guys, this is where you can win the tickets for the Sada Baby fundraiser that is happening on March 25th at Legacy Hall. And I was supposed to have someone on who was going to share a little bit more information about what they were going to be doing at the event. Unfortunately, I'm not sure. Maybe, the time change here on Eastern Standard Time has gotten to a few people because I don't have any of my guests in the waiting room. And maybe they're still on the old time and haven't sprung forward yet. But that's okay. I will be definitely a ram in the bush to share more information with you. Tonight's guest was going to be, and maybe it still would be, I don't know, because I heard from him where he was like, he's excited to be on. So I'm not sure what happened. Would have been my friend, none other than Arlen Griffin. So let me put up his flyer. Yes, the phenomenal comedian and co-host of Get Up with Erica Campbell that you can hear in the morning. But he's not in studio right now. So I am going to be the ram in the bush for right now, sharing a little bit of more information. But before I do that, I'm going to revisit some things on our Stay Connected segment because we were supposed to have some pop-in guests as well for those events. So going back to the Mona Lisa's lyrics fundraiser, we're going to start there. Okay, so as you can see, the phenomenal Mona Lisa has put together yet another spectacular event. And I am telling you from experience, the events are spectacular. If you have not already gotten your tickets, I think you're just a procrastinator. Okay, so what tends to happen, I know people like to wait to the last minute. I'm going to just speak on behalf of Mona Lisa, and since she is watching, she can either agree or disagree with my comments. When you are putting together an event and you are definitely having people in mind, meaning those who are going to be in attendance, you are already creating a phenomenal experience for them. And to do this, you are still making sure that you're scaling appropriately for the amount of people that are coming or planning on attending. So what registration does in advance is let that person know how many people they can expect to arrive so that they're planning accordingly. We are under, and I say we because I have planned events, we are under a lot of stress when we don't know how many to expect. So then we find ourselves potentially overkilling, and sometimes we really do overkill. Or sometimes we say, hey, we're going to go with the amount that register and end up under providing, and there's far more there than we anticipated. Nonetheless, it tends to still be a good turnout, but we want to decrease the stress on our event people, right? We really want to do that. So, therefore, if you have watched me week upon week tell you about this amazing upcoming event, you only have like 10 days. It is 10 days away. If you can, register ASAP. Please do not wait until the day of the event or the day before. Now, are we going to turn you away? Of course not. Do we still welcome you? Of course we do. But just so that we can make sure you have the best experience possible, let us know you're going to be there. And even if you think like, I might be able to make it, but I have some other things possibly, I get it. I'm the same way. What I do is, as I look at it as a donation, hey, I purchased a ticket. If I can make it, great. If not, I'm donating it. And what did I say in the beginning? It is support 7 Bob. So even with my donation and me not attending, I've still supported a phenomenal event. And that does make all the difference in the world. Mona says, I agree 100%. Thank you for talking about that. Of course. Of course. So, from what I've been told, and I'm not going to spill too much tea right now because next week we will have so many people that are a part of this phenomenal event on the show next week. But what I am going to tell you is that All for One and One for All is a nonprofit. And I know you watched previous episodes with the amazing, none other than Mr. Aaron Abel Grable, who is the 2022 Dadpreneur of the Year, presented from Mona Lisa's Lyrics. Yes, that deserves a hand clap. He was and is the reigning king. I said king because she gave them crowns. Mom and Dadpreneurs of the Year got crowns. So they were crowned. So that's why I can say king. Okay. So with that, the work kind of doubles, so to speak, because the spotlight is now on you. And he has not missed a beat. He is still doing phenomenal work in and throughout the community. And this event is a fundraiser to support his nonprofit, which targets in specifically on our youth, our children. Okay. And one person said, it takes a village. Yes, it does. I think even Keke Palmer said it recently, that it takes a village. And so he's stepping up as one of the members of the village and ensuring that the needs of our children within our community are being met. Of course, this takes resource. So yes, come out, not just donating. Yes, you can donate to the nonprofit. Believe me, they're not going to turn it down. But why not also make a donation where you're going to enjoy a phenomenal experience? Okay, I'm excited, and I keep saying the name wrong probably. Sada Baby. They're going to get me. I'm glad I'm not the host of the event because I keep saying the name wrong. But from what I'm hearing, you want to come out and actually meet and hear this phenomenal performer. Okay, you will not want to miss it, and you would not be disappointed. This is all that I'm hearing. I have not heard anything negative or bad thus far. So get your tickets and bring a friend. Get a couple. It is a Saturday night. We already go out. So why not be intentional when you go out this time and make sure that you support? This is a day event. So I'm looking forward to a day event from 2 to 6 where I can have a phenomenal time for a worthy cause, meet some phenomenal people, have some amazing network. There's going to be food and drink, there's going to be vendors. It's going to be an action packed time and experience. So put that on your calendar. Now, I wanted to make sure that I took a moment to spotlight a couple things while I have a moment. I'm still going to see if Griff is able to join, but if not, I'm going to go spotlight. We were supposed to have a pop-in guest for these two events. That girl, yes, the phenomenal Natasha Lee Maxwell. Now, she has also been on the show previously, but it's a little overdue. We have to have her back, but because she's so busy, I get it. These events are also around the corner. And can you imagine when you're working with an organization like the Detroit Pistons? I know she's probably juggling a million things. So, Natasha, if you're watching, I got you, girl. I'm going to highlight a few things. The Motor City Community Fundraiser. Here we go. Yes, another fundraiser. Okay, so here's the thing. We are blessed to be a blessing. And I know inflation. I'm dealing with inflation. Okay, we have that. Don't get me wrong. I'm dealing with inflation. You're dealing with inflation. I don't eat eggs anymore, so I can't get on that bandwagon. But there's a lot of other things that I do that are being impacted. We all talk about gas prices and all these things, but life continues to go on. And we continue to have a need where our youth and our children need us. And we are blessed. We're blessed to be a blessing. No matter what, if you wake up every day, you are blessed. And sometimes, some are less fortunate than others, and sometimes some are more blessed than others. And it kind of sometimes be a cycle. There can be times in which you have been very, comfortable, and then times where it's a bit of a struggle. But what I will always say is that dollars, what my grandma said, pennies make dollars. So even if you have to put a couple dollars away, if you have to sacrifice maybe that Starbucks coffee this week, because that adds up, and that way you can, support the fundraiser instead. All of these things will be our intentions. It's where we decide to be intentional at. So I'm not going to force anyone to do a resource contribution, but just know we do need your resources. And this is a phenomenal event. I had to say it 3 times. Phenomenal event. It's happening on March 27th at Little Caesars Arena from 11 a.m. to 4 p.m. There's going to be a community basketball tournament. There are going to be kidpreneurs present, small businesses, and nonprofit fundraiser, guest speakers, and guest facilitators. You will want to be in the house for this event. Come out and support our youth. And if you do this, here's what's awesome. Because it's in conjunction with the Detroit Pistons, you get to see the game. So not only are you getting tickets to come in and support the fundraiser, but you're also having an opportunity to see the Detroit Pistons. And here's another benefit. There's another event happening right after, a few hours later, where 23 amazing women, for the work that they are doing, are being recognized at the 4th annual Being That Girl Awards. Can you get excited? Can you get excited? I'm excited, yes, because I happen to be blessed and I'm honored to be one of the recipients. But I'm excited because when I look at the list and the pictures of these other phenomenal women, they are awesome, amazing, doing phenomenal things. And I just feel honored to be a part of them. But your ticket, you're coming out, one, supporting our youth in that amazing fundraiser. 2, coming out supporting these amazing women, networking, making connections, showing love. Then there's phenomenal presenters for the awards. I don't even have all the names, but some of the ones that I have heard so far, OMG. That's all I can say. OMG. You do not want to miss this event. Get your tickets at a discount price. Oh, that's the other, a discounted price by going to pistons.com/thatgirl. Okay, that's pistons.com/thatgirl. And you can get whatever seats that you want to have, whatever's in your budget. We talked about that at the beginning of the show. But that ticket will get you in for the youth event, for the award ceremony, as well as the game. I think that is an action-packed day to show your support for our community and root on our home team. Maybe it's going to be your presence at the game that's going to make them be the winners for that game. You know, I don't really predict on basketball anymore. And I'm gonna be honest, I don't even know the players no more. I mean, used to be like a basketball fanatic, but I kind of fell off. So yeah, I don't know. Those who watching want to drop in the chat so I don't know at least some players' names, so I won't be too embarrassed going to the game not knowing anybody who plays for the Pistons. That is so not like me, but I'm telling you, I kind of fell off. For that second bad boy team when we had wow, Chauncey Billups. So how long ago was that? Anywho, getting back to your support, yes, you would definitely want to make sure that you mark your calendars for Monday, March 27th, because that is going to be a phenomenal event. And I'm going to highlight one other event. And yes, I can do that and toot my own horn. And it is March 26th. Yes, the National Association of Negro Businesses and Professional Women's Club tapped me on the shoulder and asked if I would be their keynote speaker. I am so honored to do so. This is happening via Zoom. You can mark your calendars. The meeting ID is 835-53-89-7798. Again, the meeting ID 835-53-89-7798. And the passcode is 286594. Now, this information, of course, is going to be on my social media platforms. I hope you do mark your calendars and plan on attending via Zoom. See, that is support. Now, this event has nothing to do with financial resource support, but it does have to do with the most valuable resource, and that's your time. So I'm hoping that you will share your time with me on March 26th. I would love to have your support as I be led by the Spirit. I don't quite know exactly all together. I'm working on the outline right now on what I will be presenting, but whatever the Spirit decides to place in my heart to share, I know it will be phenomenal. And I am just grateful again that I received a tap on the shoulder to actually be a speaker for this event. And I want to let you guys know that, you never know who's in a room. Someone did ask me, so how did you get selected for this keynote opportunity? And it just so happens that I was speaking at another event. And at that event, I think I only was given maybe 10 minutes, 10 or 15 minutes. But they told me the information that I shared at that event was very applicable, so much so that they took those tips and applied them after the event and saw the changes that they were looking for. I was very excited about that information. Oh, I just got a text in. Please take. Oh, what I'm going to do is I'm gonna send it to you, Mona. I'm just reading your text. I'll send it to you, and if he's available, he can pop in. I emailed him, but I've been looking at the email since before the show and never seen a response. But I did just email him first thing this morning. So that could definitely be why it could have been missed. But I'm sending it to you now. And if you want to forward it to him, please do so. There's still a few minutes left in the show. And I would love to get to know what he is going to be doing and a little bit about his products and or services. Okay. So, what was I saying? Oh, so you never know who might be watching you. With that, I got really excited with the fact that I was thought of to be an actual speaker for this upcoming event. So I really am excited. I appreciate the opportunity. I really hope that you will tune in on this Zoom. Now, as we start winding down into because we only have about 10 minutes left, I want to tell you what's been on my nightstand, because I've always asked that question. What book is currently on your nightstand that you've recently read or would highly recommend reading? Those who might have seen my video when I was doing this, my book came. Go Get Your Life, a 40-day journey to restore, reset, and reclaim your dreams, by Sharice D. Saylor. Sharice D. Saylor. There we go. And Go Get Your Life. I was really excited. I was able to get a download for the first 7 days. Remember, this is a 40-day journey. So I was able to get the first 7 days, and they were definitely action-packed. As I began to start over with day 1, was reminded about the mile markers. I'm not going to go into all the details because you need to get your own copy, but this will be definitely a book that is going to be one of our free gifts giveaways coming soon. But in this book, it is definitely laid out in a way that begins for you to have your own thought-provoking assessments for yourself, and ultimately reminds you that you are the one that's responsible. You are the one that can only go get your life. No one else can go get the life you want for you. Let me say that again. No one else can go get the life for you. We can desire certain things for someone else's life, but ultimately, we have to do what's necessary and go after the life we want for ourselves. And like the title says, it is up to you to get up. If you're a procrastinator, it's up to you to get up and go get your life. Make it happen however you need to. If that means opening up, sharing things, asking for help, support, whatever it takes, the determination must be there that drives you, that pushes you, that convicts you, that just motivates you to go get your life, because it's out there. We were born for purpose. I believe that 100%. And it's there. It's not going to be sitting in a bowl waiting for you, presented at your door for you to open the door and be like, here you go. You have to get up and go get your life. That's one thing, like, I really, really, really love this title, because just that alone reminds you, you have to go get your life. So yes, this book is definitely on my nightstand. I highly, highly recommend that you get it as well and go get your life. So I am not going to completely share like excerpts directly out of the book, but as I progress on, what I am going to share is the testimony transformations of things that are happening in my life as a result of the principles in the book. That is definitely what I'm going to do for you. And I'm also going to be, we're working on some shorts. We're working on some clips where I am introducing throughout the week. You guys might have started seeing some things. Our Throwback Thursdays will be throwing back our episodes that we've had previously in previous years. Our Flashback Fridays, we're going to take you back to who we spoke to, like this week and earlier in the current month. Our Stay Connected Saturdays are going to revisit with clips about what's coming up throughout that weekend. And our Support Sundays are going to remind you of the phenomenal businesses that I support. And it's going to be literally like those that I support throughout my day. As you can see, or you may not even paid attention, I did recently redo my hair because it was wash weekend, and I will be sharing then things like that where I might have either pictures or I might take a actual live and start showing you some of the products, or if I am being influenced by, do I have it handy? Yes, I do. If I'm being influenced by my plant-based foodie book from the phenomenal Lisa A. Smith, then I may go live and show you the dish that I'm preparing as a result of the influence of this book. But all of that is happening on our Support Sundays. We're then cultivating our Mondays. And then we have, because Mondays really is like going to be my D&D day. So I may not have anything that really goes out Monday other than who we're going to be featuring on the week's show. And then our Talk About It Tuesdays will be just that. We're going to be talking about what's going on with our community, those pressing topics that need to be discussed. And that will be our week. So we are working on a lot of things here behind the scenes of Get to Know Bob. As I told you also, we're finalizing our Q2. If you have been wanting to be a guest, please reach out to us by emailing us at info@dealswithbob.com. We would love to have a conversation with you. And I'm going to share this because I had this waiting. Now, whenever Griff does come on the show, I'm going to be discussing this with him. But then the other book that I would highly recommend is by the author Arlen Griffin, and it is called Cats and Puppies. It is not a book about animals, that's in parentheses, but it is a hilarious read. It is an eye-opening read for me as a woman from a male's perspective, but I remember there are so many different parts in here where I literally like laughed, bust out laughing from reading this book. So I would highly recommend Cats and Puppies if you want an entertaining read, and it is definitely, something that will keep you entertained. And I think I was done reading it probably in a couple days. I took it with me when I went out of town, and it was my read on the airplane. So those are the two books that are on my nightstand and that I would highly recommend reading. As we wind down in our show today, I just want to thank you all again for your support of the work that Deals with Bob is doing. I want to thank you for your support of even the show. Being a subscriber and sharing it with others is truly appreciated. We cannot do any of this alone. Our goal is to create awareness of Bob, to encourage support of Bob, to ultimately leverage our buying power so that we can promote restoration of our communities. And doing that, to attract investors into our communities so that we can tackle blight. We can take businesses, well, I say we can take buildings and spaces that are currently vacant and occupy them with business. We can start seeing transformation within our communities because we can have bustling businesses within our communities, not only to meet those basic needs, but the needs of things that we enjoy, such as cafes, such as getting linked, such as pillow painting parties, or even the common things that we used to do, theaters and, arcades, and make them more modernized. Our traditional arcades may be a relic, but a gaming studio is something that's new, right? I know I enjoy going X throwing and even those kind of creative new things. We have the space. We just need the commitment. We need for those people with their dreams to start executing. Don't think that it's not possible. When you do that, we find the graveyard being filled with everything that could have been used here on earth. So, if I have to leave you with anything, it will be this again. Go get your life. Go get your life. Now, so I wind down the show, getting to where we have to go. On next week's show, we will have a conversation on Wednesday, the 22nd, with all of the phenomenal people that are going to be a part of the amazing All for One and One for All fundraiser event happening at Legacy Hall. And then on Wednesday, March the 29th, we're going to have a phenomenal conversation with none other than Jason, Mr. Integrity Rafford, the founder of Integrity Go. And if you have not already done so, go over to our YouTube channel, click the red subscribe button, and become a subscriber today. While you're there, click that little notification bell so that you will always be notified regarding our upcoming shows. And as always, again, I thank you for tuning in. Make sure that you share this information with a friend or two. I am Sonia Weaver, and I encourage you to spend with purpose because your dollar does matter, and deal with Bob. Have an amazing week. I'll see you next Wednesday.